Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda if you are new here, and I make content on quite literally anything at this point, anything that I'm interested in. So if you have watched part one of my triple job testimony, I can only assume that you are back to watch part two. And so in this one, I'm going to be talking a little bit about how things changed, how the tide really started to change in November 2022. So in the last video, which was filmed back in November 2022, I was in the process of waiting for the outcome of an interview. Hence, I had already started my triple job testimony video thinking that that would be the third part of that testimony. To my surprise, I did not get the job. And without getting into the details of it too much, it felt like I had been blocked by others in the organisation. And that's why I'm including it in my testimony, because really it does form part of that third and final piece, really, because it really lit a fire under my arse, and I was like, I need to get out of this place. To give some context, back in about July of 2022, one of my work besties left and found a new job working at another company, earning like £12,000 more to do exactly the same job. Now, a mixture of knowing suddenly that there were other companies out there that were willing to pay me more money to do exactly the same job, and my work bestie leaving, really got me thinking, okay, maybe there's something, that I'm missing. And then I realised I was actually getting really bored in my current role, and I was searching and seeking for opportunities to learn new things. There was nothing. But me being me, I really took the time to go and talk to different people from different departments in the organisation first, because I thought it makes sense to stay where I am and find somewhere else to use my existing knowledge about the company and the product. It would make sense. I've been there for a while now, so I am sure I can apply my knowledge somewhere else. And there was nothing. There was no jobs coming up that I was particularly interested in. So fast forward to November, this job then I applied for, I thought I'd be pretty good at it, to be fair, given my background, and the hiring manager actually encouraged me to apply for it as well, but I didn't get the job in the end. And yes, the reason why I didn't get it seemed really odd and off, and it was an accumulation of many things, because I also had people reaching out to me that were really high up in the organisation, like, oh, I've heard that you are looking to change jobs, I hope that you can stay with us for a little while. And it's like, why are you talking to me when you are like a director? I don't know why a director's talking to me when there are like 3 levels of management before we get to you. So I thought, okay, I know it's time to go. Like, God is using this time of like no opportunity to really just propel me to where he needs me to go and wants me to go. So I applied. I was applying like a mad woman from November, probably like around the 20th or so of like November. Around that point, I was applying to jobs every single day, interviewing. I had lots of interviews, but yeah, so many applications that I'd applied for. There were some, actually it was I had a lot of interviews with recruiters, and then they would say something and I was like, no, I'm not interested in that. Or I think in the end I only actually had about 4 interviews for 4 different roles. And then on the week of Christmas 2022, I got a job offer, and I will pop in some links. No, not links. I will pop in some clips related to that particular period of interviewing and getting my job offer. So today is December the 19th and it's currently 5:21 p.m. I have an interview coming up at 6:30 p.m, which has to be the latest interview that I've ever had, ever. But it is what it is. And earlier today at 2 p.m. I had another interview, the third, like the final interview of 3 interviews for one particular company, and I'll get the outcome for that on probably Wednesday. I do have a good feeling about it, but you just never know. It's just me and another candidate that went through to this final stage, so who knows? I have no idea who that other candidate is and, you know, what their background is. But, you know, if it's mine, it'll come to me. If it's for me, you know, because what is for you will not pass you by. But yeah, I'm ready for these interviews to be done now. So yeah, I have the one this evening, and then I have a phone interview tomorrow morning at 9. And then yeah, it's just a matter of waiting, and I'm also waiting for the outcome for another interview that I had on Tuesday of last week. So yeah, I've been quite busy, quite busy, but I'm ready to just hear the words, "We're offering you the job," and we can just cut off this like job hunting process. I'm ready. Right, hello everyone. So I just wanted to do a quick video update. I'm currently sat on the floor. But yeah, I just wanted to update you that I have been officially offered a job and I have accepted the offer. But yeah, this particular role, I had applied for it on December the 7th, and then on that same day I got an email from the recruiter to say that you know, the hiring manager would be interested in interviewing me. And then on Monday I had my final interview, Monday the 19th of December, and here we are today on the 21st, and the job is officially mine. It is absolutely crazy. What was interesting is when I went to the first interview on the 28th, not the 28th, sorry, on the 8th of December, the hiring manager said to me, "Oh, we were hoping for one more applicant." She was waiting and hoping for a final applicant, so it was just funny to think that she was wishing for somebody, and then I came along and applied. I was the last person to apply for the role, and I was the person that got the role. So yeah, I just love how God has worked this all out, and I'm really excited to see you know, how things go at this company. So I got my job offer, and you would think, okay Amanda, so that's 3, you're done talking now, right? No. I thought I was done because I had stopped looking for a job. I went away, had a lovely Christmas break, absolutely love Christmas, favourite season ever. Oh, the child within me always comes out and is just ecstatic about Christmas. And yeah, had a lovely Christmas, came back into the new year, and then I was supposed to be starting my new job at the end of January. And then I was meant to be starting the new job on the 30th of January. However, on the 12th of January, I got a message on LinkedIn from a recruiter talking to me about a particular role and wondering if I would be interested in finding out more information. Now let's bear in mind, when I was looking for a role in November, I never had recruiters coming to me, talking to me about any job that was actually worthy of considering and that wouldn't include a really substantial salary like decrease. And I wasn't really interested in starting from the bottom and working myself back up again. Like I've done that. I don't want to do it again. Like there's no need. But this particular job, it was like, I mean, the salary is good. The technology is interesting. It looks like something that's going to be really challenging, and I love challenge. I cannot afford to be bored. Like I said not too long ago in this video, I don't do well with being bored. When there's nothing else to learn, that is a problem, and that means that my timer is slowly running out and I will be running to another job because I just want to keep learning. That's how I find joy in the work that I do. So yeah, I thought, what's the harm, so the next day I spoke to the recruiter, and I thought, okay, let's talk to him, find out more about the job. And I'm like, this sounds like a good job, and there are skills that I have, and it will strengthen those skills, and it will help me to get to where I want to get to a little bit quicker than the job that I've already said yes to. And then I was like, okay, you know what, I'll go along for the interviews the following week. So that was, they contacted me on a Thursday, spoke to them on the Friday. The following Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday I had interviews. And once I spoke to the hiring manager, I was absolutely sold. And then I also had a technical interview on the Wednesday, the last interview, which was, I think it was so late. It was like 7 p.m, I think, or was it 8 p.m? It was something ridiculous. You know, when you're just like, I don't actually know what my name was, but I managed to convince them anyway enough that I knew what I was doing and that I would be like an asset to the team. And then on January 19th, I got offered another job. So now I was sitting there with two jobs on the table, both of them with the same start date. So I had to go back to the people that offered me the job in December and say, hey, I'm so sorry, I found a job that just makes more sense. Also, what I forgot to mention is my manager actually does the job that I want to do. So I would actually be a fool to have said no, knowing that, who better to get me somewhere than somebody that's already in that position and has been in that position for years. And yeah, that's my triple job testimony. I mean, it's just wild, isn't it, what, God will do. And even when you think he's done, he's still working. Like in December, I was like, okay, cool, I got my job. And this will do. I can do with this. And then God's like, no. Again, we must level up. Okay, I have more for you. And yeah, I've been doing the job now as I'm filming for coming up 3 months. Yeah, coming up 3 months, and I've been loving it. I'm still learning so much. The people I work with are great. My manager is amazing. And I'm just so grateful to God that he, decided to just continue blessing me in my career. So I hope that this shows people that God wants to be in everything. He wants to be in your career. He wants to be in your love life. He wants to be in your everyday. He wants to be in everything, Let him have free reign, because he will surprise you. I'm still being surprised. And he has the best surprises. So yeah, I hope this is encouraging to those of you that are Christians. Even if you're not Christian, maybe it would be encouraging too. And if you're not a Christian or not somebody of faith in any description. I hope you found this interesting and insightful. So yeah, that's it. Oh, actually, what would be interesting? Do you have an interesting story of how God has opened a door or doors for you? I'd love to hear about it, honestly. I love these kinds of stories, or just, things that you think like, what an absolute miracle that was. Please let me know. Let me into the story. I'll be waiting in the comments whenever you're ready. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you think you're going to stick around, please consider liking, subscribing, talking to me in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.